Oh, guys, there's something behind me. I think it's a Blair Witch. Holy shit. Underwater is a film that was recorded in 2017 by 20th Century Fox and dropped out in the middle of 2020 Dumpuary by Disney. Yeah, that's what this movie is. It was directed by William Eubank and involves a bunch of miners that are trapped undersea down by the Mariana Trench. Structure implodes, and all of it is about how they try to rescue themselves. Also, as you've seen from the trailers that always reveal almost everything, there are monsters in this. Does this movie look a lot like Alien? Yes, because this movie is Alien underwater. This is it's your greatest hits from movies that you've seen before. Greatest hits like Deep Star 6, Leviathan, The Abyss, Deep Rising. Hey, throw anything in there that you can think of. You have seen this movie before. That's not to say that this movie's bad. It's actually good for about 90%, but the ending really bummed me out and took it down a notch for me. Let's talk about Kristen Stewart. Kristen Stewart wants me to take her serious as an actor, but she doesn't have a lot of charisma. She just doesn't. I mean, she's very bland and flat and boring, and I haven't really seen her in all of her art house movies. I haven't watched the Twilight movies, so I don't really get the appeal here. However, this movie doesn't really require you to have a lot of charisma, because most of this movie is about trying to get out of the situation, trying to overcome the situation. So that's okay. The movie looks really expensive. It's competently shot. It's fun to look at. It's not boring. I will give this movie credit for that. But this movie does have a problem setting up characters. Like, we don't really know what's going on. They rely on the intro credits and text being played in the background to kind of explain why the hell these people are by the Mariana Trench. Why would you drill by the absolute deepest part in the ocean? I'm thinking that maybe that's just why they did it. It's just like, how low underwater can we possibly go? I know, the Mariana Trench. This movie does have a few jump scares. 6 of them are like pretty much all right next to each other. And then there's that whole element of shaky cam. It's not through the entire movie, but where it's at, I would have liked if they would have pulled it back and showed just a little bit more of what was going on. Really not a fan of shaky cam, especially when you spend that much of a budget trying to make really cool special effects. It'd be nice if I could pull back and see what's going on rather than create this simulated, like, oh look, this is realistic because I'm shaking the camera. Damn it. Stop it! I mean, you can tell by the poster that there's monsters in this movie. It's not really any big giant secret, but that could have been a nice reveal had you kept it a secret. Just saying. But yeah, this movie has its moments. Like I said, 90% of it's a lot of fun. A lot of people are dogging on TJ Miller. He actually kind of saves this movie for me because he's doing what TJ Miller does, where he's, spouting jokes. He's the comic relief. He's doing the same thing he did in Cloverfield. Speaking of which, this movie almost could be a Cloverfield underwater, if you know what I mean, and I think you do. But anyways, like I said, the ending, everything has to have a twist in it nowadays because reason, and the twist really pisses me off. Ruins a lot of this movie. The ending straight up pissed me off. So for that reason, I can only give this movie about 3 cheese curds, and I think I'm being very generous with those 3 cheese curds. It's not the worst thing. I think maybe a rental would be okay, or just streaming it, something to watch in the background. But unless you're really bored, going out and spending full price on a ticket for this movie is going to be a waste of your time, going to probably annoy you. Also, if you want to see Kristen Stewart wet in her underwear running around, hey, maybe that's going to be enough to carry you through this movie. Wasn't enough for me. So anyways, you guys let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you check us out on Goober Brothers Entertainment. Later this week, we'll be doing the boardroom on his channel. That channel is in the description, so make sure you subscribe to that. Then also make sure you check out our show this weekend, Raiders Lost Fix Live. We'll be talking about 3 really bad movies. We'll be talking about Sorority Bays and Slime Ball Bolorama, Slave Girls from Beyond Infinity, and Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus. So we'll see you there. You guys have yourselves a groovy day, and this is the Groovinator signing out.